roar of motorcycle engines had always scared 7-year-old Lily. The thunder that echoed across the old highway meant only one thing. The bikers were coming through town again. Everyone warned their children to stay far away. They're dangerous men, people said. Best not even look at them. But on this cold, wind-cutting afternoon, Lily wasn't thinking about danger. She wasn't thinking about fear. She wasn't thinking about the stories her neighbors whispered. She was thinking about her mother, the one person who'd always shielded her from the storms and who was now trapped in one dot. And Lily ran, barefoot, crying, shivering, straight toward the roaring engines. Because today, the bikers were her only hope. The hook. A child running toward danger the Hells Angels weren't supposed to stop in. This town. They usually just rolled through on their way to the next city, leaving behind a trail of shaken windows and nervous stares. But as fate would have it, they were parked outside the old convenience store when Lily stumbled toward them, breathless and red-faced from crying. The men towered over their bikes, tattoos, leather vests, long beards, intimidating faces hardened by life's roughest battles. The biggest one, Diesel, leaned back against his Harley, wiping grease from his hands. He looked up just in time to see Lily run straight to him. Her small hands grabbed his vest with desperate force. Please, please help my mama. They're beating her, her voice cracked. The words ripped right through Diesel's chest like a knife. The entire group froze. People in town always said the Hells Angels didn't care about anyone. They were wrong. Lily's life before the storm. Lily had grown up believing her mother, Maria, was the strongest woman alive. Maria worked 2 jobs, cleaning houses during the day and serving coffee at a small diner at night. She used to tell Lily, "Life's heavy, baby, but we carry it. We don't let it carry us." But life had gotten heavier than Maria could manage. When she met Carl, she thought she was getting help, someone who would share the weight, someone who promised stability and family. Instead, she got a man who hid his cruelty behind charm, a man who drank more than he worked, a man whose anger erupted like shattered glass. Sharp, sudden, and everywhere at once. And today, Carl wasn't just yelling, he was hurting her. Lily had escaped through the back door when he grabbed Maria by the hair. She ran as fast as her little legs could move, praying for a miracle. She never expected the miracle to ride a Harley. The bikers react. Diesel knelt down, his voice low but steady. "Who's hurting your mom, sweetheart?" "See Carl, he's my stepdad. He's hitting her and screaming. He said he's gonna kill her if she tries to leave." A few of the bikers exchanged looks, dark, knowing looks of men who'd seen far too many bruises in their lifetimes. Diesel stood up in one powerful motion. "Mount up," he growled to his brothers. No questions, no hesitation, no fear. Engines roared to life like thunder rolling across the earth. Diesel picked Lily up, set her gently on the back of his bike, and said, "You're safe with us. We'll get your mama." For the first time that day, Lily felt hope. The house of fear, the small rundown home, shook from Carl's rage even before the bikes arrived. A lamp crashed against the wall. Maria screamed. Pure pain, pure terror. Then, the sound Carl hated most filled the air. Motorcycles. He froze. What the? Before he could react, the Hells Angels were at the door. Diesel didn't bother knocking. He kicked the door so hard it flew open with a crack that echoed through the whole house. Carl turned, drunk and furious, ready to swing. He didn't get the chance. Diesel caught his arm midair, twisting it behind his back with a controlled strength that made Carl collapse. Another biker, Tank, pinned him to the ground with one boot. Maria sat on the floor, trembling, blood on her lip. Yet she looked up with stunned disbelief. And there, behind Diesel, Lily ran to her. "Mama." Maria wrapped her daughter tightly in her arms, sobbing against her hair. "Baby, oh, baby. I'm so sorry." Diesel looked at them, mother and daughter clinging to each other like life rafts, and something inside him softened. Then he turned back to Carl with cold fury. "You ever touch them again," Diesel said quietly, "and you'll deal with all of us." Carl didn't speak. He couldn't. His face was pale with fear. Challenges they faced after the rescue, even with Carl gone that night. The real battles were just beginning. Point 1. Fear of Carl returning. Maria couldn't sleep. Every sound felt like a threat. Every shadow felt like Carl. Point 2. No money and nowhere to go. She had no savings, no family nearby, and no idea how to start over with a child. Point 3. Trauma. Both Lily's and Maria's healing wasn't just about leaving the it was about learning to breathe again. Point 4. The town's gossip people whispered. Some judged Maria for letting a man like Carl in. Others warned her not to trust bikers, but they didn't know the truth. The Hells Angels become their protectors. Diesel didn't drop them off and disappeared. He and his brothers returned the next day. With groceries, with blankets, with toys for Lily, with a new lock for the door, with money they collected among themselves. Maria cried again, but this time out of gratitude. "We don't want anything from you," Diesel said. "Just want to make sure you're safe." "But why?" she whispered. Diesel shrugged with a half-smile. "Because everyone deserves someone who shows up." Over the next weeks, the bikers helped Maria find a safer home and a better job. Lily grew attached to them, especially Diesel, who taught her how to fix a bicycle and always brought her bubblegum. Their monstrous reputation meant nothing to Lily to her. They were heroes. The turning point. One evening, weeks later, Carl tried to return that he didn't get far that he found a wall of motorcycles outside Maria's new home. 12 bikers sitting in silence, waiting for him. Carl turned around and never came back. A strong, inspiring message. Maria rebuilt her life. Lily grew into a bright, confident girl who no longer lived in fear. And Diesel? He visited often, always checking to make sure they had everything they needed. The world judged him for his tattoos, his leather, his club. But Lily knew better. She knew that sometimes the angels we pray for don't have wings. Sometimes they ride motorcycles. Final inspirational note: when life feels hopeless, when fear feels bigger than courage, remember this. Help can come from the most unexpected places. Strength can rise from the weakest moments, and kindness, true kindness, can save lives. Call to action for your channel. Be kind always. If this story touched your heart, please comment below and tell us what part moved you the most. Your voice matters, and your stories inspire others to speak up. Backhand index pointing right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Your support helps our channel Be Kind always continue spreading powerful, heart-changing stories. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay brave, and always be kind.